Okay, so I solved my mistake. I got this motor, see it over there, yesterday. And without knowing how to get the cover off, too lazy to look underneath this edge for the handles over there. Anyway, I saw this has a cover on it and a screw going down into this shaft. I thought, oh, take this bolt off and the cover will come off. No, this is what holds the recoil in place, which I have now cleaned up and adjusted. So that fell out. And I got it back into place and wound up the cord, but I was be darned if I could figure out, how to get it to tension properly. You see now, it goes back in just fine. This is the steps to increase the tension on your starter recoil rope. This crown washer, that's what I call it anyway, this nut is reverse thread. Sorry about this, I'm not a camera guy. This nut is reverse thread. So when you turn these tabs down, whatever you do, do not remove this thing unless you got to replace the whole thing. So turn these tabs down. One of them broke off, but leave the one that's poked down into the housing. That keeps it from spinning. There's a tab on the washer. There's a tab that goes into this groove. So with the fold up tabs down and this washer turned clockwise to loosen it a little bit. Sorry about the focus, guys. I'm terrible. Or people, not guys. Loosen this bolt a little bit. Put a screwdriver in this slot and then just start turning it clockwise. It'll then tighten up the spring inside the recoil. So once you get it to where it's nice and firm, then you tighten down. You got to hold your screwdriver in this slot, and then using a 3/4 inch wrench, turn this nut counterclockwise. That'll tighten it down. Once you get it, and then I made some minor adjustments before I tightened these, folded these tabs back up, these tabs. I kept tightening this just 1/6 of a turn until it was so tight that it bound the recoil. Does that make sense? And then I backed it up to the next flat spot. So I was 1/6 of a turn from being too tight. And now it operates beautifully. I was a bit concerned, I'm going to go over to the motor, because when I was first trying it without latching it down using these tabs, these handles, I was concerned that it was slipping off of this gear, I guess you'd call it, flange, whatever. I don't have a diagram, but I thought it was slipping off of this a little bit. But once I got it tightened down and the cover latched down firmly, it operates great. The recoil operates just fine. So the one thing that is frustrating about this motor is you don't get recoil unless the cover's on. If the cover's on, you can't get a compression tester into the cylinders. I mean, it is just nigh on impossible. So you have to use a rope up here. And you only get one turn or one pull on it, and then you got to wrap it up again. So I did 3 turns and I got about 70 psi per cylinder. But that wasn't pulling it very fast. I'm thinking if I had the recoil in there, I could pull it fast, half a dozen times, and I'd get better compression. But it did pop off with starting fluid yesterday. If anybody has any idea on how to attach a fuel line to this, please let me know. Because in the meantime, I'm just going to put a hose on it and a hose clamp, but there's nothing knurled here to keep it from sliding off. So I might have to come up with a different method of supplying fuel to this. I might need to take that connector out of there. It looks like 2 screws here, and it'll slide out from the inside. But so far positive, but until I get fuel into it, I won't be able to confirm that the carburetor is not clogged, and I won't be able to see if the impeller is operational. I don't know if this being so clean indicates that there was some work done on it. That's just the that holds the lower unit to the bracket. Oh, here we go. One.